Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And it feels early to be already missing players from the lineup, but how these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Griffin. Chris Paul is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Ryan Hollins. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Van Horn out there with Martin. Then it's Jefferson. Then there's Kidd. And it's Kittles in at the shooting guard. And even though we're in the very early part of the season, Doris, you can already feel some teams distancing themselves from others.
Yeah, Kevin, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, obviously, but there are some squads you can tell. They look like they're going to be strong competitors for the title. They are on point early.
So the Clippers win the tip. And here is Paul. Outside, Redick. And there's the pass to Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
Vintage Blake Griffin finished at the cup. One of the best dunkers in NBA history. Big time.
Kidd passes to Van Horn. Outside Jefferson. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Barnes. Gets an open look and hits.
Well, Chris Paul has made a living doing just this, finding the open teammate.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Kidd dishes to Martin. Outside Jefferson. Pass to Kidd. Clock at 6. Martin with the screen for Kidd. It's good from long range.
Well, the concentration from Kidd at the arc, a big part of how he stays consistent from there.
Paul outside. Dishes it to Hollins. Paul right side. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Look at Chris Paul getting aggressive. He's not going to let that three go unanswered. He's too competitive for that.
Three-pointer, Kidd. Offensive rebound, Martin. And finished off by Martin.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's Paul following the bucket by the Nets. Passes it to Hollins. Down low. And he makes good on the layup.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game, a loss to the Knicks. And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And, Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
Now here's Paul following the miss by Jason Kidd. Martin gets the rebound.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Steps back. Jefferson. And it's blocked. Paul outside. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Hollins. And Hollins with the stuff.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Jefferson. Top of the key jumper, no good. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against Milwaukee. Paul for three. Drills it from outside. Paul's got 6 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Kittles passes to Jefferson. Inside, Martin, and finished off by Martin.
And this is Martin at his best, getting that deep position and putting on the hard hat there and attacking the rim.
And the Clippers have possession, leading by 5. Collins up top. The high post shot, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there. The Nets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Kittles passes to Jefferson. Outside Kidd. Martin with a screen on Paul. Here's Kidd. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And the pass to Kittles. Here's the three.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Barnes against Jefferson. Kidd with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Martin, rejected by Hollins. Griffin looking it over. Kicks to Paul, releases. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. He's got 10.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here is Martin. Pass to Kittles. Rejected by Hollins. They recover it. Yep, that one goes. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Barnes outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Nets trail by 7. High arcing shot. Second chance effort. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Kidd, really just a nightly triple-double threat. Big point guard who can score, pass, and also rebounds the ball.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And you know, Doris, Brooklyn's gone through a pretty tumultuous few seasons.
You know, Kevin, there have been some circumstances that were unpredictable contributing to what you're talking about. And now, as a consequence, a lot of turnover on the roster and on the coaching staff. Listen, it's never easy to make the kind of transition they've had to make.
Both free throws good from Kidd. Los Angeles leading by 5. On the wing, Barnes. A three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Van Horn, the pass to Kidd. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Kidd's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Nets.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Paul. We saw him with 29 points last game. And they're on the break. On up the court. Kittle's shot is good.
And you can see Kidd's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Knicks in New York. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. They're getting their first look of this season at the Nets in this one.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence.
And the Clippers making a change here. Dudley's checked in. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Number 1, the Nets.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
Here is Dudley. And Redick kicks to Paul. Over Kidd. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Kidd, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Poke loose. Kidd with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Van Horn. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You just appreciate how unselfish Kidd is. Outstanding at sharing the ball and playing for his teammates.
Kidd against Paul. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. No good on the three.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected and great timing on the contest.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Griffin a screen on Kidd. That's a 2 from Paul. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Again, the Nets for 2. Clippers trail by 4. Paul passes to Dudley. Now here's Redick. Defense right on him. Now Paul. 12 points for him. 6 to shoot. Over Kidd. Paul missing again.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. LA has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Paul. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here's Kidd from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. And now it's a 9-point Nets lead.
and beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And the Clippers call time here. So both teams making some changes here. Clippers trail by 9. Crawford with the ball. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Collison kicks to Crawford. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
You see, to me, the more Collison concentrates on passing the basketball, the better his team is. I love it when he's unselfish.
Crawford against Armstrong. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. Pass to Van Horn. Shot clock at 6. Williams trying to break free, and Granger with the block. Williams gets the bucket.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Crawford against Armstrong. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The 2023 season, DB, had a bitter end for the Clippers in the first round of the playoffs.
Now, Kevin, it is always difficult when the primary storyline for your team in a season is the injuries and the unavailability of your players. That is what cost the Clippers in the end.
Free throw drops for Crawford. And Brooklyn making a change here. Martin's checked in. And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Feeds to Martin. Armstrong against Crawford. Here's Jefferson. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Clippers trail by 9. Crawford looking over the floor. Fires the 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Kidd. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Here's Martin. Good in the assist to Kidd. Kidd's got 4 assists in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And so Crawford will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game. Over Armstrong. Again, Los Angeles.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now here is Martin. He's got 10. And now the Clippers on the break. Ahead. Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got 11 points.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Armstrong passes to Kidd. Just 5 to shoot. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. Brown is checked in for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 4. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Crawford against Armstrong. 6 on the shot clock. A floater. Crawford, no luck. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Nets.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
So with Griffin sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Collison is out there with Crawford. Then there's Ryan Hollins. Then there's Brown, and it's Barnes, and at the 3, the small forward.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Crawford against Jones. Here's Hollins, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Kenyon Martin.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
The free throw drops for Hollins. And the NBA looking to reduce the amount of carrying recently. Seems like GA ball handlers had to adjust.
You know, guards can get away with a lot these days, and it's hard for players and refs to make that adjustment. Ultimately, things need to be kept in check.
That one is no good.
more good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Jones sets the pick for Kidd. Knocks down the three ball. Kidd's got 16.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Clippers have their sights set high. Coach Tyronn Lue says this is definitely a championship team, but it's not going to just come. We've got to put the work in. There's got to be a lot of sacrifices. If we come together and do the right things, we definitely have a chance. Kevin, back to you.
And David, he's a big reason why. Thanks so much. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And how about the game from Kidd? I mean, we know he's an elite passer, but when his team needs points, this guy can carry the load as well.
While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. The Clippers third, fifth best, the Nets.
And it's no secret that both of these teams rely heavily on the three-point shot. That was the case last year. Look at those numbers.
Griffin's checked in for Brown. Kittles passes to Van Horn. To the left side wing. Martin with a screen on Collison. Floats one up. There's Kenny Martin on the assist by Kidd. 12 points for Martin.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Clippers trail by 7. Collison deciding where to go with it. Crawford, no one around him. They get the rebound. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Left side, Griffin. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Deep two from Collison. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
Well, quality defense doesn't necessarily impede the shooting eye of Darren Collison. How about the focus with the defender in his grill?
Here's Kidd. He's got 18. Out to the wing. Van Horn, the pass to Kidd. It's Jefferson, top of the key. Passes to Kidd. Martin with the screen for Kidd. From deep three-point land. And the Nets, another three.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Open shot. Crawford. Collins with the stuff.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Kidd passes to Kittles. The feed to Jefferson. Out left to the wing. Martin with a screen on Collison. 4 on the clock, and it's blocked by Hollins. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. J.J. Redick's checked in for Los Angeles. Chris Paul comes in for Darren Collison. On the clock. Here's Van Horn. That shot off. Good D by Barnes. He feeds it to Paul. Outside Griffin. Barnes outside. Now the pass to Hollins. Outside for Redick. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. Hollins with the stuff.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here's Jefferson. The Clippers getting the bucket. Kidd up top. Pass to Kittles. Here's Jefferson. This one for three. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. For Brooklyn, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
3 shots.
Three shots.
And he hits the first of 3.
I think you have to admire the professionalism of Richard Jefferson, right? He's adapted his game to fit the current style of play.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. And he sinks the second. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Clippers trail by 6. Barnes dishes to Redick. Kittles grabs the board.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Jefferson kicks to Kidd. Outside Jefferson. Pass to Kittles. Outside for Kidd. The three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Hollins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Redick surveying the D. Kenyon Martin grabs the board. Martin's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Kidd. And yes, it's good. Kidd's got 23.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
Clippers trail by 8. And here's Crawford. 17 points in his last outing. He kicks it to Griffin. Fires it up. Here's Hollins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hollins has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Chris Paul's checked in for Jamal Crawford.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Chris Paul. Great showing for him last season. He was around 14 points a game last year. 9 assists and 4 rebounds. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Here's Clowney. The dish to Kidd. Knocked away. Paul with the steal. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
At this point, it feels like everything Chris Paul puts up is going down. He is really in a rhythm.
Here is Armstrong. Kicks it to Kidd. There's a screen by Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And here are the Clippers now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Barnes outside. Passes it to Redick. Puts up a 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 3 assists in the game. And he's got his first chance at the line here. So, for the Clippers, Turkoglu comes in for Ryan Hollins. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Matt Barnes.
Throughout his career, Redick has proven to be very consistent, an effective two-way player who gives it his all.
Here is Armstrong. He has yet to score. Outside Kidd. Collins, a screen on Paul. 6 to shoot. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's the floater. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Always been terrific at attracting contact. Kidd reads defenders so well and always able to compromise.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And he's good on the second. Here's Paul. 14 points for him. Griffin, a screen on Kidd. Paul for 3. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Over to the wing. Pass to Clowney. Now Armstrong. Covered by Redick. Kidd up top. Shot clock at 6. From about 19 feet. Another shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. 5th on the list, Chris Paul.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Both teams will make substitutions. And the second free throw, good. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Primo, the pass to Turkoglu. Now here's Granger, guarded closer. There's the pass to Bullock. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here is Bledsoe. Collins setting the big for Bledsoe. Takes the three, and the three ball is good. And the Nets lead by 1.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Dudley the pass to Primo. He kicks it to Bullock. Pass to Primo. Turkoglu outside. Here's Primo. Guarded by Bledsoe. Pass to Dudley. Over Collins. Dudley, no luck. Nets have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Good on the bucket. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Los Angeles has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's Primo. Guarded by Bledsoe. Pass to Turkoglu. Here's Primo. Now here's Turkoglu. Granger dishes to Dudley. Cuts it 5. And there's Granger. That's good on the assist by Dudley. Granger's got his first basket of the night. The Nets have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Bledsoe kicks to Armstrong. The pass to Scalabrine. Here's Bledsoe. Dishes it to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Clippers trail by 3. Now here's Turkoglu. Still without a basket. Three-pointer, Granger. Collins grabs the miss. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Bledsoe looking around. Up top, Armstrong. The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to Bledsoe. 5 on the clock. Here's Clowney. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Los Angeles calls timeout. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Clippers with the ball. Outside Collison. Dudley with a screen for Collison. From 12 feet out. The three. Brooklyn with the rebound. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one. And
then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. And Dudley kicks to Crawford. Dudley with a screen on Jones. Crawford passes to Dudley. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting one.
On the free throw, no good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Wilson, and there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Boston, where they'll take on the Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll head back home to host the Washington Wizards.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Now Bledsoe, after the missed three from Jamal Crawford. Bledsoe outside to the paint. Wilson inside. Granger covering. Basket good. Wilson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
41 seconds left now here in the second. Jones against Crawford. Dudley with a screen for Crawford. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Bledsoe passes to Scalabrine. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Passes it to Wilson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now Granger. Here's Crawford. And there it is for him. Crawford's got 13 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. It'll be the Golden State Warriors up against the Nuggets out in Denver. Tip-off is 10 Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific.
I'm looking for a possible upset in that one.
And moving forward, a lot to like about that first half for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, they've done a decent job of boxing out, sealing the boards. They're quick to the ball, and they look hungry.
They've obviously made rebounding a priority coming into this one. Mission accomplished so far. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from Jason Kidd in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
They've got Jason Kidd. Martin is out there with Van Horn. Then it's Jefferson, and it's Kittles in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Griffin. From 12 feet out. Count it. Griffin's got the first bucket of the third here for the Clippers.
Blake Griffin beating very solid defense with better offense. You'll love that assertive mentality.
Here's Kidd. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Nets lead by 6.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Outside Griffin. Griffin a screen on Kidd. Here's Paul. Lays it up off the glass. Paul's got 19 points.
Chris Paul backs down from nobody. Shrugged off the contact and gets it to fall. Nicely done.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Kidd passes to Van Horn. Upside Jefferson. Pass to Kittles. Tries from 16. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got his 4th rebound in this one. 7-foot shot. That misses off the backboard. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Jefferson. Makes it off the glass. Jefferson's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, that's terrific work on the inside from Jefferson, showing how comfortable he's become operating down low.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside, Redick. Shot from the low block. Griffin can't get it to go in. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Kittles. Again, the Nets for 2.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Here's Paul after the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Redick. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kidd against Paul. Martin with a screen on Paul. Here's Kidd. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Such a gutsy player. Kidd doesn't back down from the challenge on that drive.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. The free throw drops for Kidd. Both shots good from the stripe. Clippers trail by 8. Paul outside. The pass to Griffin. Over Van Horn. And Griffin scores. The assist by Barnes. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is where Blake does a lot of his damage. He is such a tough matchup in the painted area.
Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Now here's Jefferson. He's got 6. He dishes it to Martin. Pass to Kittles. Clock at 4. Martin with a screen on Paul. Here's Kidd. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Paul passes to Griffin. And there's the call on Jefferson. That is his first foul of the game. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Paul. 22 points for him. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Passes to Redick. The dish to Paul. Griffin kicks to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Howland's with it. And it's Martin picking him up. The shot's good from Paul.
Well, Chris Paul, as efficient a shooter as you'll find, and in the catch-and-shoot situation, he is money.
Nets leading by 4. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Armstrong's checked in for Brooklyn. Jared Dudley's checked in for the Clippers. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Number 1, Chris Paul.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Outside Kidd from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Kidd's got 9 points now in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Hall finds Dudley. Back to Paul. Martin with the block. Kidd against Barnes. Outside Kidd. Martin. And finished off by Martin.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Clippers trail by 9. Outside, Redick. Griffin kicks to Redick. Barnes outside. Redick is in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 9. Armstrong passes to Jefferson. And that one drops. Jefferson's got 8.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Griffin a screen on Kidd. Kidd against Paul. Kidd with the steal. Right side Jefferson over Barnes. Outside for Kidd. Shoots the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Paul with the ball. He's got 25. And the Clippers call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Allen's checked in for Martin. Here's Primo. Nothing on the board. Got a piece of it. Taken away by Kidd. From about 19 feet. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Kidd. Clock at 6. What a terrific move that was. Kidd's got 40 points.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Primo. Jason Kidd making his last shot. Griffin a screen on Kidd. To stop the run. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Armstrong gets the bucket.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
There's a good screen. Drains the three-pointer. Bullock's got 6.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Outside Kidd. Outside Jefferson. From downtown, Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually. That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And that athleticism of Jefferson can be difficult to guard against, which is why he gets fouled.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
At the line, 2 times.
That free throw good from Jefferson. So for the Nets, Williams, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Martin in for Armstrong. And then for Los Angeles, Danny Granger is checked in for Griffin. Crawford comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. And it's Collison in for Reggie Bullock. And both free throws good for Jefferson. Clippers trail by 19. Crawford outside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Martin with a screen on Collison. And Martin now top of the key. Kicks it to Jefferson. 5 to shoot. And here's Kidd from the arc. Here's Williams. And another shot. And it's good on the layup. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt. And this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Dudley with a screen for Crawford. Rebound, Brooklyn. Van Horn's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kidd against Collison. Outside Kidd. Kidd is double to the inside. Pass to Van Horn. Traps in the tray. Van Horn's got 11 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. .157 left to play in the third. Outside Jefferson. The pass to Kidd. Back to Jefferson. There's the 3. Rebounded by Dudley. Clippers trail by 20. Crawford outside. Pass to Primo. Collison for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Collison against Kidd. Outside Jefferson. Back to Kidd. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Martin. Here's Williams. And at last they get one to fall. Williams has got 4 points this quarter. And here's Collison. He kicks to Dudley. Dishes it to Crawford. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Kidd passes to Jefferson. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
And I tell you what, once he gets in a groove, it's just tough to slow Martin down.
And here's Collison, who will bring it up for the Clippers. Crawford outside. Puts up a deep 3. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Kidd. He has 40. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kidd is double. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Outside for Kidd. The Nets working the ball around now. Van Horn, no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting at a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So for the Clippers right now, Ryan Hollins is out there with Griffin. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's Crawford, and it's Barnes, and at the 3. Now here's Kidd, following the shot by Chris Paul. Martin with a screen on Paul. Here's Kidd, knocks down the step-back Jay. Kidd's got 42 in the game.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Paul kicks to Crawford. 14 feet away, and Griffin scores. The assist by Crawford. Crawford's got his 3rd assist on the night. Nets leading by 21. Kidd passes to Van Horn. Outside Jefferson. Here's Kittles. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Paul surveying the floor. Passes it to Crawford. There's the double team with Martin. Here's Hollins. The kick out to Barnes. Off target with his 3. Barnes has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Kittles passes to Kidd. They get a hand on it and taken away by Paul. Pass to Griffin. There's the double team with Martin. Here's Hollins. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
GA, is it me, or does it feel like we've had more parity in the league the last few seasons?
Well, Kevin, the playoffs have been pretty hard to predict lately. I will give you that. There's been only one repeat champion in the past decade. It's a competitive league.
And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Jason Kidd.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops.
Chris Paul is as skilled as any player who's played the point guard position. His fundamentals are on point.
And the Clippers making a change here. Redick is checked in. And so Paul nails both of them. Nets leading by 19. Outside Kidd. Here's Kittles. Outside for Kidd. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Griffin. He dishes it to Paul. He's going up for the alley-oop here. And Hollins with the stuff.
You know, passing is what has defined Chris Paul's career. And boy, does he have a way to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Kidd. To the left wing. Outside Jefferson. Now the pass to Kittles. Rejected by Hollins. And they'll keep possession. Martin with the bucket. Clippers trail by 19. Pass to Redick. Left side, Griffin shoots from 12, and he knocks down the jumper. Griffin's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Get on your feet. Get loud. It's time for team fight.
And the Nets making a change here. Armstrong's checked in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jefferson, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, Richard Jefferson so strong. He gets fouled, completes the play, potential and one.
At the line, Richard Jefferson. At the line, one time.
And that one falls for Jefferson. And Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. You think about players in college, they choose when to enter the draft. So only right to give pros that same amount of time.
Brooklyn leading by 18. Out to the right wing. Here's Van Horn, defended by Griffin. Outside Kidd over Paul. Kidd, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Paul outside. Feeds it to Hollins. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Tries to keep it alive. Outside Kidd. It's Jefferson high post. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Clippers trail by 18. Paul outside. Pass to Hollins. And it's Paul penetrating. Good. 29 points for Chris Paul.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Net shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Kidd against Paul. Outside Kidd. Pass to Van Horn. Right side Jefferson. And it goes down 2 points. And it's Paul with the ball for Los Angeles. Now Redick. The dish now to Hollins. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Ryan Hollins, shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Nets leading by 17. Armstrong with it. And the pass to Kidd over Paul. The Clippers grab the miss. Hollins has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Paul dishes to Griffin. Outside for Redick. And here's Griffin from 15 feet away. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
When Blake Griffin entered the league, you didn't have to guard him on the perimeter. But how comfortable is he right there in the mid-range? That's because of the work put in, guys.
Now here's Kidd. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Kidd against Paul. Here's Redick. Pass to Griffin to the right side. Paul against Kidd. Paul passes to Hollins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Redick with the bucket.
The focus, the precision. Once Redick gets any airspace to shoot the deep ball, he seizes on the opportunity.
Now here's Kidd. Passes it to Jefferson. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Bucket is good. And the Nets lead by 14.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Up top, Griffin. Back to Paul. Launches it from deep. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Van Horn. And Hollins pulls it down. Hollins has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Back to Griffin. Here's Redick. And the rebound goes to Martin. Brooklyn leading by 14. Now Armstrong. Outside Kidd over Paul. Kidd, good. Kidd's got 44. And Los Angeles guys shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Pass to Redick. Griffin a screen on Armstrong. Armstrong against Redick. 6 on the shot clock. Paul from deep three-point land. Los Angeles with another miss. For Brooklyn, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Floats one, and it's Kidd getting it to go in. Kidd's got 46 points.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Clippers trail by 18. Ball outside to the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team in.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Crawford's checked in, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
Now here's Kidd. There's the pass to Williams. Here's Van Horn, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
At the line, Keith Van Horn. At the line, 2 times.
First one falls for.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. When it comes to trade, some say the draft pick protections should only be for the top 4 or the top 14. TV, why is that?
Well, I think we saw this last season with Dallas. They were in a situation where they had an opportunity to be in that play-in situation, but keeping their top 10 protected pick obviously pulled them in another direction. So perhaps those limitations might help, Kev.
Now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jason Kidd.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And so Crawford will bring it up for Los Angeles. There's the pick. They need this one. Good on the three-point shot. Crawford's got 21 in the game.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Outside Kidd to the paint. Van Horn, the pass to Williams, and the layup's good off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Kept alive, and then Griffin with the dunk.
That right there is about ferocity and want to. Blake Griffin getting to the offensive glass. I love his energy.
Nets leading by 17. Left side Kidd. Jefferson has a wide open look. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. Boy, you get a sense of the power and athleticism, speed off his feet by Blake on that one.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Kidd passes to Kittles. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. Lays it up and banks it in. Jefferson's got 15 points here in the second half.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jason Kidd.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Hollins after Richard Jefferson's basket. Crawford, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Van Horn, the pass to Jefferson. The Nets working the ball around now. Kittles, no good. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Barnes dishes to Griffin. It's good.
Yeah, Blake Griffin has turned himself into a 3-level scorer, and he is giving it to the defense right now.
Here's Kidd. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
To the inside. Here's Jefferson. And that one, good. And the Nets lead by 16.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Jason Kidd.